So number 7 here, a little bit different than what we've been doing because we don't have the selling price and the percent markup. It says for the following problem, compute the dollar markdown and the markdown percent. If necessary, round your answer for the markdown to the nearest hundredth of a percent. I underlined that because round to the nearest hundredth of a percent is a little different than what we usually do by rounding to the tenth of a percent, so I wanted to point that out. Now here we have an original selling price and we're going to reduce the price. We want to figure out how much the dollar markdown is. Well, if my original price was $57, but I sold it for $55, that means I marked it down by $2. If I want to find my percent markdown, I have to take the part divided by the base. The base is going to be what you started at. So the amount I marked it down by was $2. I want to go with my base, my original price, $57. So I'm going to do 2 divided by 57. 2 divided by 57 gives me 0.0350. I want to round, oops, I better go one more, 0.8. I want to round it off to the nearest hundredth of a percent, so I have to move it 2 places, tenths, hundredths, so I had that extra digit there, so I know I have to round it off to 3.51 for my markdown percent. 3.51. And 8 and 9, same kind of thing for the last 2 problems here. It says for the following problem, compute the dollar markdown and the markdown percent. If necessary, round your markdown percent to the nearest hundredth of a percent. My original selling price is $43. I reduced it down to $32. So if I take 43 and subtract 32, it means $11 is how much I marked that item down by. So if I marked it down by $11, if I'm going to find my percent, I'm going to take my part, divide it by my base. My part was $11. My base is my original starting price, the $43. And so if I take 11 and I divide it by 43, I get 0.255813. Make sure I carried enough digits. I want to round it off to the nearest hundredth of a percent, so first change it to a percent, multiply by 100, or just move your decimal 2 places. Tenths, hundredths. There's a 1 behind that 8, so I leave it alone. So 25.58 would be my markdown percent. 25.58%. Number 9, same kind of thing. My original selling price is $65. My reduced selling price is $48. So if I take 65 and I subtract 48, 65 minus 48 is going to give me 17. $17 is my dollar amount that I marked it down by. I want to find the markdown percent, so to find a percent, we take the part divided by the base. My part that I marked it down by was 17. The base is always the original price that I started at, 65. And so I'm going to take 17 divided by 65. I get 0.261538, carrying it enough places so I can round to the nearest hundredth. First I have to change it to a percent by multiplying by 100 or moving my decimal 2 places. Tenths, hundredths, the 5 is followed by a 3, so I'm just going to use 26.15. I don't have to round it up since there's a 3 behind that 5, so 26.15%. So that is the